With strange hauntings of worlds to mysterious sightings and mishaps, Herobrine is a legend in Minecraft lore, one that thousands have claimed to have seen or been tormented by. There's many different signs that Herobrine is in your world, clues that he is existing or lurking somewhere as you play. Who is Herobrine? It's common knowledge that Herobrine is a mysterious entity said to be the dead brother of Minecraft's original creator Notch. The original Creepypasta story noted the following: I had recently spawned a new world in single player Minecraft. Everything was normal at first as I began chopping down trees and crafting a workbench. I noticed something move amongst the dense fog. I have a very slow computer, so I have to play with tiny render distance. I thought it was a cow, so I pursued it, hoping to grab some hides for armor. It wasn't a cow though. Looking back at me was another character with a default skin, but his eyes were empty. I saw no name pop up, and I double checked to make sure I wasn't in multiplayer mode. He didn't say long, he looked at me and quickly ran into the fog. I pursued out of curiosity, but he was gone. I continued on with the game, not sure what to think. As I expanded the world, I saw things that seemed out of place for the random map generator to make. 2x2 tunnels in the rocks, small perfect pyramids made of sand in the ocean, and groves of trees with all their leaves cut off. I would constantly think I saw the other player in the deep fog, but I never got a better look at him. I tried increasing my render distance to far whenever I thought I saw him, but to no avail. I saved the map and went on the forums to see if anyone else had found the pseudo player. There were none. I created my own topic telling of the man and asking if anyone had a similar experience. The post was deleted within 5 minutes. I tried again and the topic was deleted even faster. I received a private message from the username Herobrine containing one word: stop. When I went to look at Herobrine's profile, the page 404'd. I received an email from another forum user. He claimed the mods can read the forum user messages, so we were safe using email. The emailer claimed that he had seen the mystery player too and had a small directory of other users who had seen him as well. Their worlds were littered with obviously man-made features too, and described their mystery player to have no pupils. About a month passed until I heard from my informant again. Some of the people who had encountered the mystery man had looked into the name Herobrine and found that the name to be frequently used by a Swedish gamer. After some further information gathering, it was revealed to be the brother of Notch, the game's developer. I personally emailed Notch and asked him if he had a brother. It took him a while, but he emailed me back a very short message. I did, but he is no longer with us. Notch. I haven't seen the mystery man since our first encounter, and I haven't noticed any changes to the world other than my own. I was able to press print screen when I first saw him. Here's the only evidence that I have of his existence. Now this is a strange story, no doubt, but is there any truth to this legendary tale? Who can corroborate what happened here? What are the signs and clues of Herobrine being in the world? Let's do a deeper dive. An interesting note to make is the original patch notes from many of Minecraft's later updates, namely in beta. As a joke of sorts at the height of the Herobrine speculation, Mojang would often add a patch note to many of their updates, simply stating "removed Herobrine," which often ignited fan speculations and it put more wood upon the fire of the legend. It's interesting to know that in the older versions of Minecraft there was a mob simply just called Monster. If you played alpha and beta like me, you may remember this guy. As a server operator, I would usually use commands to spawn them since they mimicked real players or they were just fun to mess with people, looking quite like Herobrine. These monsters were simply just AI-based Steve mobs that ran around and didn't really do much other than just attack the player. It could be an interesting theory to note perhaps a glitch in the game causing a monster mob to spawn could have confused people with seeing Herobrine in certain sightings, although the monster mob was later removed from the game entirely and the stories just kept coming. Another key element of Minecraft that has strong ties and a link to Herobrine is the music disc 11 item in game. This disc is the only visibly damaged disc in the game, and when turned into a spectrogram in any kind of audio editor, the static at the end of the track appears to show a shape of Steve's face, with 12418 as the numbers. Visual signatures where C is a hexadecimal code of 12, which makes up C418, when combined with the last 418 numbers, C418 being the music artist behind most of Minecraft's music. This disc has sounds of steps, the breaking of stone and footstep sounds, with sprinting, breathing and clear panic when you're listening to it. It's unknown the true story or mystery behind this disc, but many do speculate it could have any links to a miner or player witnessing Herobrine deep down in the mine and panicking to escape. Let's explore some of the signs and common clues of Herobrine based on past player experiences. One common thing among everyone's reports are that Herobrine usually alters the world in some way. This is consistent among sightings and accounts of experiences. One popular clue is random structures appearing across the world. This includes long 2x2 tunnels, possible clues Herobrine is mining in the world, bare stripped down trees without their leaves, oftentimes on fire, large cobblestone or mossy cobblestone and sandstone small pyramids which are scattered across the world, and more. But perhaps the most chilling, strangest clue is the placement of strange signs with cryptic and chilling messages on them. Other accounts say the default player damage sound is heard around you or behind you, which could be a sign he's nearby. Another common sign is the placement of redstone torches just randomly scattered across the world in really weird patterns or places. In fact, the original map showcased in the attached image of the Herobrine story post can actually be accessed and played via the real seed which has been found by the community. Using the seed, we can play the map itself and search for Herobrine. Upon playing the original map in new releases, there doesn't really seem to be anything too strange, but Herobrine was removed by Mojang, right? So what if we play the original version or a version during such a period in time? The original Minecraft map itself is a vibrant map echoing the original style and feel of the game, but nothing seems awry or astray, it just seems normal. But when playing it, you can't help to shake the feeling of there being something more there. One of the most famous sightings was from the streamer Copeland, who was playing while streaming, witnessing Herobrine during a normal live stream during gameplay, seeing him standing menacingly in the doorway, even being set ablaze and tormented by him. For the longest time, people believed this sighting to be the gold standard of truth to Herobrine actually being real, but most players who've gone over the original footage today can say with near certainty that a custom texture pack was used to fake the sighting. But even to this day though, the streamer never admitted or explained what actually happened, which still shrouds in more mystery and makes it all the more interesting. But sightings don't stop there. There's been a crazy number of fake sightings with countless clickbait videos all over YouTube. Even now, with Herobrine being spotted in the world, or guides on how to summon Herobrine into the world, methods that when tried don't actually work, offering the assumption that certain mods were used to mimic reality and real sightings. If you create some of these so-called summoning altars out of lit netherrack, gold blocks, soul sand and similar other blocks, they don't really tend to work. But so many players have their own personal experiences, apparent real run-ins with Herobrine himself or some mysterious entity that plays with our world, with a common theme of many never actually seeing him but witnessing strange manipulation to their world. On my last video, Signs Herobrine is in Your World, there's countless player accounts in the comments below of similar sightings and experiences, so it's hard to say which are exaggerated and which may actually have some kind of leads. Even the creator Notch himself went on record to say over on Twitter, Herobrine isn't real in any way. No, I never had a brother. Well, there's a half brother which I never met, and he's not in the game, ending speculation to those who were somewhat skeptical. He did however say other things like he may be real in the future, but then again, Notch no longer really has any kind of ties to Minecraft. I mean, he's pretty much banned from Minecon too. My personal theory, I believe Herobrine sightings come from many multiple things and are the result of various reasons. Firstly, I think many of Minecraft's crazy bugs and glitches can definitely seem like someone has modified the world. From sinkholes in the ground, huge spaces leading to the void, misplaced or strangely spawned structures or missing blocks, there's a lot of bugs and glitches that would definitely be reminiscent of something Herobrine could do. Secondly, I also think those hallucinating, be it from any kind of sickness or from consuming certain things, could see or experience things far from reality. Thirdly, I also think due to the deep mystery, the popularity behind the story and the unsolved essence behind the tale itself causes many false sightings and accounts, as is the case with cryptid sightings such as with Bigfoot or UFO sightings and conspiracy theories. Sifting through these to find true accounts or the truth can be a long process. Whether Herobrine is real or a figment of one's imagination from a spooky internet tale, it's extremely interesting and it will always go down as Minecraft's greatest mystery and most chilling dark tale. What do you think? What is your theory on Herobrine? Do you believe in the story? Do you know if he is real or know something that we don't? Make sure to put your personal stories, sightings and experiences or theories in the comments down below. I'm excited to read them all. If I had you grip somewhat throughout the video, give it a like and make sure to subscribe right now if you don't want Herobrine to get you. See you soon.